Welcome to Chargrin. This is a Skyrim anniversary mod pack for PC players that may just get you to re-download Skyrim. Chargrin is a mod pack that overhauls Skyrim into a more gritty and intense experience. It enhances the atmosphere to look almost like a horror experience, and it comes with a bunch of overhauls that include textures, combat, magic, archery, and a bunch more. Of course, you have a bunch of different options for customization when it comes to your character, and you also have a bunch of presets available as well. This character you see now is one of the presets available for the mod pack. Now, Chargrin really turns Skyrim into an Elden Ring Dark Souls based combat experience. So combat is going to be a little bit more slower paced, and you're going to actually have to think about your next move. But all the combat mods work in unison to give you a pretty smooth experience. And I don't think you can get tired of this combat. This combat system has over 1,500 different animations, with some pretty smooth dodge animations as well. Third person and first person combat is an option, so if you're more of a first person player, you still have unique animations using the comprehensive first person animation overhaul mod, so you're free to choose combat in whatever way you want. And with some added creepy enemies, you will have a lot of time to dive deep into this combat system. Now, if you want to check out this mod pack for yourself, there's a website called wabajok.org where it has all the instructions on how to download and install. There's two different versions of this mod pack. The one you're seeing now is called the Chargrin MCO version, which is the slow and methodical combat style. There is another version called Chargrin Base, and this is a little bit faster combat. Not as many animations, but still fun if that's your style. Let me know if you'll be checking this out, and we'll see you next time. So you're looking to download Skyrim for the 100th time now, but you want a fresh new experience. You want something lore friendly, something beautiful, and of course bootyful as well. Well, the one unique mod list for Skyrim has all that you're looking for. It is a graphics focused mod list that has much more to offer than just graphics. It has over 2,500 mods that enhance and streamline everything you love about Skyrim. Over 500 mods are just for the graphics and the textures that you see in game, and in the newest 2.0 version, the performance is pretty phenomenal. Now, this mod list touches about everything, so new lore friendly creatures have been added, and some have even been hand placed for you to go and find. And you never know what you're going to run into, because there's even more dungeons and caves for you to explore. All the major cities and towns have been overhauled or enhanced to expand upon them, and you may even stumble upon other towns or cities that weren't in the base game. All this is topped off with some pretty smooth combat as well, so you can expect unique animations for each weapon type, new abilities such as Conduit, where you can infuse weapons with magical properties and unleash some pretty cool heavy attacks. You will have a lot to do and see in this free to download mod pack. The mod list name is called Novus V5 Ascension, and if this is your first time hearing about this list, welcome. You would not regret downloading this, because after all, it's free. The only things you need are a Steam copy of Skyrim Anniversary Edition, a powerful enough PC, enough storage for all these mods, which is around 400 gigabytes. And then the last thing, if you want this to automatically install for you, you would need a Nexus Mods premium subscription, which isn't the mod pack's fault. That's just how Nexus runs their stuff. You still can download this list without Nexus Premium, but you will manually have to click through every single mod to download. So if you feel like sitting down for a couple hours doing that, go ahead. It's definitely worth it. But depending on your PC specs and internet connection, this list downloads extremely fast. I downloaded this from scratch last night, and it took about an hour and a half for it to fully download and then press the play button. There is a manual guide as well over on Novus.net, which is very in-depth if you're the kind of person that wants to learn how to mod Skyrim yourself. So it's got a little bit of everything for everyone. This newest update though has come with a few interesting upgrades. Novus is known for its beautiful looking reshade, and the standard version comes with the Paicho ENB, but with this newest update, you have a bunch of new ENB presets to choose from. Bjorn ENB, the White Wolf cut, and then the Cabbage ENB are a few examples, but there are a few more to choose from as well. In this video, however, we are using the base installation of the Paicho ENB, and this is the Ultra version of the list. So you do have the option of choosing the Ultra Novus or the Novus Redux, which will give you a few more frames back if you're struggling. There's also a couple options in the installer you can choose. So you can enable, disable nudity. You can turn on hardcore mode, which makes the world unleveled, as well as a few more adjustments. There is alternate leveling, so you get experience for exploring and killing enemies. And if that's not something you like, you always have the option of doing the standard Skyrim leveling system. There's also a new setting called fantasy mode, which turns some of the combat animations into a more flashy style, and it's described as something you would see more of in a JRPG game, which is pretty cool. And there's probably some things I'm missing, but the point is you have a lot of options. This is probably the most customizable mod pack out there right now. So if you're looking for another reason to re-download Skyrim, or maybe you're looking for something to tide you over until Starfield comes out, because boy, oh boy, that's gonna be a good game. And there's already talks about mod packs being created for Starfield, which we're gonna be covering because that's gonna be a whole nother level. Damn, I can't wait. This mod pack is definitely for you. Before anybody asks, here is the hardware requirements. If you're trying to run the same version that you're seeing on screen right now, which is the Ultra variant with everything maxed out on 1080p, the minimum is gonna be a RTX 3080 Ti with 32 gigabytes of RAM. And if you're trying to play at 2K or above, a 4090 GPU is recommended. And before anybody asks, no, you can't get this on console. And no, Xbox Game Pass is a no-go. Alright, we'll see you next time. What if the Dragonborn failed? What if Alduin took over? Well, with this mod list, you can find out. This free to download mod list from Wamajak is called Silent Skyrim. Alduin has taken over. Dragons now inhabit all the strongholds, and the undead roam around the lands, slaying anybody who's living. The world is now cold and desolate, with a revamped atmosphere and a weather system. And if the beefed up draugrs or other horrific creatures you might encounter don't take you out first, you may certainly die just trying to survive. Diseases have been amplified, the weather is more unforgiving, and food and drink are scarce. Good luck surviving in this new world, because a slight misstep will take you out in an instant. There is a chance for redemption though. Alduin is the one who shattered this world, so if you're able to conquer his army and take out Alduin, you may be able to save Skyrim. This, however, won't be easy. The undead you will encounter in most areas are very strong, so your best bet at first at least is to explore for better gear, take out low-level bandits, mud crabs, and go hunting for those first few levels. Life isn't totally dead either. There are a few villages, farms, and hamlets spread across the land, which can offer refuge for a short while. The only question after that is what's going to take you out first. The draugr, dragons, weather, or the lack of food. The Skyrim mod list Do Not Go Gentle will give you a challenging Requiem experience, and it has all the modern mods to make this game run better than ever. This list does come with a few quest mods such as Bruma, Worm's Tooth, and Vigilant, and since this is a Requiem based list, the overall difficulty has been skyrocketed. It comes with a bunch of different modern combat mods, so you have MCO for the combat animations. This means each weapon type will have their own unique animations, and of course it comes with a must-have mod, True Directional Movement, where it allows you to move 360 degrees and lock onto your enemies. It comes with re-engaged EMB already set up and installed, and the performance is pretty good. I'm running this on a 3080 Ti laptop at 1080p settings. Definitely a list to check out if you're looking for that Requiem experience with that modern combat feel.